Hello everybody, let's play another Phyrexia All Will Be One Premier Draft. Let's jump right into it. Let's see what we can build or play today. Okay, let's go. First pack, we have... Oh, okay. Sylex. I mean, it comes out early. Can be good. What else do we have? Surgeon is actually good. Punisher, okay. Rebel Salvo, well, Crawling Chorus, immediately a great pick for the start. The thing about Sylex is, if we pick it, we have a legendary artifact that comes out on 2 and synergizes with all counters, so we can still try to find out in which direction we want to pivot. Remove 10 oil counters from among permanents you control and sacrifice the Sylex. It deals 10 damage to any target. Okay. Always very important, especially those niche cards. Always read them carefully. So let's see. Okay. We got the Sylex. What we could do is try to go into an oil counter direction where we continuously accumulate oil counters, at some point remove them from the Sylex and from other creatures. I think the Eye is actually a cool card, but it's very conditional. So I do like the Surgeon here, because he also accumulates oil counters that we can remove and use. Glare's good. Offer as always, but I'll take the Surgeon for now, as he and the Sylex will just collect a lot of counters. Okay. When it comes to oil counters, especially in the cards that we currently have, I think the Engraver is really good. It can help us dig towards the Sylex. On the other hand, we also have an Apostle in here. If we try to go into the poison counter direction. Prologue might be a thing with the Surgeon already. If we can on the way find, for example, Frumming Birds to proliferate those oil counters, who knows? Oh, not easy, but I also want to learn and practice way more about playing different synergies in draft, so I will take the Prologue here. Okay, what do we have here? I do immediately like Mesmerizing those. There are some other cards in here. Remove 3, draw a card, then you may discard. Then you may discard a non-land card. When you discard a card this way, deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Activate only as a sorcery. I do like that the Chimera accumulates counters as soon as we cast non-creature spells. That's actually really cool. Mesmerizing those is a strong card and it cannot be underestimated, especially with the Proliferate. And it is a non-creature card. But we might see it again, so I will take the Chimera here. We are still open to go into an Izzet direction. I think Izzet is never that easy to play. Okay, with 3 oil counters, remove an oil counter scry. It's a 0-3, which is really not bad. Then we have Awaken the Sleeper. There's also a Thrill of possibility, and I think I will prefer the Thrill, simply because I'm sure that I will see the Seer again. And Frill is a non-creature spell that also helps us find our win conditions. Camaro seems good. Yeah, I do have an idea what it could become. Let's take the Frill. Okay. Here we have Bring the Ending. There's also enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. Okay, it's an artifact creature. That's also something that I want to keep in mind of always checking at the types of the card. Bring the Ending might be a cool counter spell that we could play. Then we have creature or artifact is put into the graveyard. Chrome Prowler. I'll take the Prowler for now. No, I will take Bring the Ending. Okay. There's the blue Skull Bomb, which is a non-creature spell, can bounce and draw a card. Okay. Let's give it a try. Though Free From Flash can also accumulate oil counters. Scamp also not bad. Yeah, but I think Skull Bomb might be more interesting. We want to control the board, which is simply why. And especially casting all of those non-creature spells will be important. Okay, here we have another Frill. I see a Free From Flash. Free From Flash might be a little bit aggressive here, especially with the creatures that we play, so I might take the Frill here again. Attacks. Yeah, it has oil counter synergy. But that's actually it. Okay, experiment. Attacks. The number of artifacts you control. This shouldn't be underestimated, simply because we want to get our opponent down to... Oh, wait a second. Put 2 oil counters on target artifact or creature you control. But I think I will take the experiment for now. I'm aware that in blue is still quite a lot of artifact synergy. Okay. I do like Prism. Though I think it will be the Eye here. And then we have to watch out for way more artifacts. Font of Progress is, in my opinion, a big trap. So I will take the Eye here. Here we have, ooh, an Engraver cycled. We will take the Bay. Here we will take probably Awaken. If our opponent also controls creatures with oil counters, we might take them and take over. Ooh, okay. Rhea. Combat on your turn. The next time target creature would deal combat damage to one or more players. This combat prevent that damage. And then we create tokens. Okay. This pack is horrible for us. Rebel Salvo. Probably the card to pick here. Simply because 3 mana, 5 damage to creature or planeswalker. Rhea. Yeah, okay. Battle Cry. Each other attacking creature gets +1/+0, okay. Yeah, well, I'll take the Salvo here. Because there's nothing else in here that can help. Or barely anything. There's a dose. I like it. Fuseling. Enters the battlefield, and whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard, put an oil counter on it. That's dope. Could be good, but it's also very easily traded for. And I think Mesmerizing Dose, also as a non-creature spell, will do a little bit more in our deck. We continue. Ooh, Golem. That might be the thing to play. There's also an Anatomist. Though I do like having an artifact creature, also one that simply, yeah, buffs up the few creatures that we have. There's also a Molten Rebuke. Anointer is also in here to any target. But Ica played Golem. Yeah, I wanna test this card out. Who knows? Maybe we will profit from it a lot. Okay. I see an Augury. Curiosity probably won't be the card that we'll be playing, because I don't think that we will have that much synergy with poison counters. Augury also proliferates. Yeah, we'll take the Augury here. Also helpful non-creature spell. We continue. Theorist. Enters the battlefield under your control. You may draw a card if you do discard a card. Okay. Then we have Synthesizer. Put an oil counter. Ooh, Synthesizer is actually a card that we want to play. Surgeon's Insight is cool, but for 5 mana. Yeah, we'll take the Synthesizer here. Just had a talk with a friend that we both think that the Phyrexia All Will Be One drafts actually are very fast, and I personally like it. So it might be a real risk here to take a controlling approach, but I simply want to give it a try. With an oil counter, remove an oil counter, it becomes an artifact creature. Okay. There we have the Experiment. Another Bomb. Yeah, it might be helpful to have somewhat of a bigger creature in this deck. Oh, we already have one of the Experiments. And our curve is pretty cheap at the moment, so I might take the Strider here. And also something that with some Proliferate synergy can grow the amount of oil counters on it. Okay, this seems like Volt Charge, because it proliferates. Sacrifice an artifact or creature with mana value X. Deals damage divided, okay. Yeah, I'll take Volt Charge here. We continue. Ooh, Shielded CD. Ooh, a Watcher. Yeah, okay. Watcher is definitely the pick here. Though Edict, but we are too late to pivot into or to shift into black. Okay. There's that. Okay. I'll simply take Ascent here. Don't think that we'll be playing it, but then we have a combat trick. What do we have in here? I see Skull Bomb. Crescendo might be cool. But yeah, I'll take the Skull Bomb. Okay, Rebuke. I'll take it as a removal spell. It's crazy that an Atrocity is still cycled. Green seems a little bit open. I will take the Anatomist here. Custodian. And another Experiment. Third pack, there's a Dragon Wing Glider. There's also a Volt Charge. Well, Glider is a non-creature spell, gotta keep that in mind. Might be a simple value pick here, also because it would help out my Boros Equipment deck. The only real interesting alternative is, I gotta say that, is Volt Charge. Simply as an interaction spell that can also help us accumulate more oil counters on our creatures and stabilize with the board. Though Dragonwing Glider might be an alternative win con here. We do have quite, well, not that much, but we have Rebel Salvo, Volt Charge. Oh, Dragonwing Glider might be, or is a synergy with the Rebel Salvo, so Dragonwing Glider is actually the pick. Yeah, Imperfection. Ooh, also Scamp. Oh, this is not easy. I think it will be the Scamp here for some early aggression, and then it can also accumulate counters. It might be a blocker for a certain situation. Reject Imperfection is cool. But a Scamp... We do have a pretty weak turn 1. So Scamp might be it. Turn 3 we do have Interaction. We don't need to counter stuff if we can simply interact with it, for example with the dose and with the salvo, so I think Scamp is okay. Here we have Blister Zoa with an oil counter. When it dies, draw cards equal to the number of oil counters on it. Top end, okay. Augury, well, Augury is Augury. We have another Experiment. Blister Zoa, 4/4 flyer. We do have quite some expensive spells. This is Augury. Top 3. I want to profit from the Proliferate, but I think I'll take the Blister Zoa here. Okay. Yeah, another Surgeon is definitely going to be the pick. Though a Sprinter might be a real cool addition because we can also continuously accumulate more oil counters with this card. And our 2 curve has so many cards already, though Surgeon is really good. Surgeon is really good. Sprinter, Haste Creature. Ah, this is not easy. I think I'll take the Surgeon for now. There's another Volt Charge. We continue. Probably with the Watcher. Red Sun's Twilight, okay. I do have a few artifacts. For example, if I go for the Strider, there's... Okay, for each other artifact. Curator. Oh, we have enough of those. Could also take a Prowler, but... There's another Scamp also. But a Logbook... Nah, I think we also need to deal damage to get in range for another Volt Charge. Okay, probably will be playing for Volt Charge. There's a Rebuke. There's also a Prowler. Frill we won't play. Molten Rebuke. I think I'll take the Prowler for now. We do have a lot of interaction. There's another Experiment. We continue with... Probably the Crescendo here. The Centurion. Interesting. Okay, let's build a deck. This deck wants to win by... First of all, let's put in the bay. This deck wins by oil counters. Okay. We want to win with Sylex, Golem, Chimera helps to control the board, and then... Yeah, just basically everything that accumulates oil counters. I wonder why... Ah, okay, because I... Put in the S, okay. Surgeon. Then we have 2 scamps. And all of those synergize with non-creature spells. With an oil counter, dice, draw. Okay. Strider. Remove an oil counter, it becomes an artifact creature. This can be helpful. Engraver, simply really good. And now we look for Proliferate. Because we have 3 Volt Charge. Damn. Dose, Augury. I think here we can also play the Anatomist. And then now it's only, or most likely just remaining with good cards. Watcher is really good. Then we play with Interaction. We have a Glider. We have a Salvo. We have the Rebuke. We'll access the number of artifacts you control. Okay, we do have... This itself counts for 1. And here we have... How many artifacts? Yeah, a few, but not that many. Which is simply why I don't think we'll be playing the experiment. Prowler can tap down. Red Sun's Twilight. I don't think that the scenario will come up where we play this card. So let this one slide. I could be something that we can play. Currently I'm looking for the last slot in this deck. When I check out the 1 curve, we do have a lot of creatures and our non-creature spells start to arrive later on. So I might need to cut a few more cards simply to have non-creature spells. Okay. Watcher is a good card and I don't really want to cut it, but currently I'm thinking, will this card actually help in the deck? Golem is good because it doesn't even accumulate any oil counters. And then we are just like sitting there, okay, we have a 1/1 Flying Vigilance. What do we do with it? I mean, sure, it can block and draw a card, but... Yeah, it's really too bad that we didn't find any... Framing for example. Engraver. Poison Counter. Prowler. Prologue. Anatomist is really conditional, because if we don't have anything to proliferate onto, he is just a 2/5. I mean, 5 toughness, yes, but he also doesn't accumulate any oil counters. Alternatively, we don't have anything that... Well, Centurion accumulates oil counters, so I think we should play him, and might cut the Anatomist here. Then I would like to play one of the Skull Bombs here, probably the red one. Simply to put more oil counters onto something. Though I do have to say, I think the red one is better because, for example, if we can put 2 oil counters on the Serum Snare immediately or Serum Core Chimera, we get close to the 3. Or let's say like we cast it, we sacrifice it to draw a card, put 2 more counters on the Chimera, then we can immediately ping something for free. And yeah, that would be something that we'll be playing. Surgeon is too good. Augury is really good. And Synthesizer is also helpful. Yeah, we might cut a Watcher, but I still have to think about what I want to alternatively play. Eye of Malcator needs to see artifacts entering the battlefield. It comes out on free, so I don't think that it will happen that often. So I don't think it's a bad card, but I think that maybe in this set it's not that good of a card simply because the conditions are met where it can really perform on curve. Bring the Ending. Well, it is a counterspell, but I think then I would prefer something like Thrill of Possibility at least once in this deck. So I might cut one of the Watchers and add in the Thrill of Possibility. There aren't any other creatures left that would synergize with oil counters, so I think that is fine. Strider. Yeah, because I also need to say that the Ica Plate Golem was a really good find. And I might want to try the deck like it is right now. Watcher is a good card, but I don't think that it'll make it. And then, yeah, I'd say let's give it a try. Okay, Surgeon, Sylex, Golem, Volt Charge. Perfect. Start off with an island. Opponent with a mace. Okay, so we need to decide now. We can... yeah, probably bring out the Surgeon. If our opponent doesn't have a turn 2 play, we can get 2 damage in for free. And the Surgeon would also see how we cast the Sylex. So let's hope. Okay, Stalker. Stalker might be worth blocking. Though we can also just play the mountain, get it out of the way, and have Volt Charge ready. But then on the other hand, at some point I need to get Sylex going. Which is why maybe playing Sylex, attacking with Surgeon. I think if we attack now with the Surgeon, our opponent maybe not block because they can get in for free and also apply 2 toxic. We could also play the Golem, or we can offer the trade and then play the Golem. That might be an alternative. I think we play the mountain for now and then we maybe, yeah, let's try playing it a bit more slow. We need to remove the oil counter from the Surgeon. So we will wait. Might be risky. Yeah, let's let it happen. Okay, another Stalker. Always gotta keep in mind to put the oil counters on the Sylex. What I alternatively could do... well, okay. I mean, if I put another oil counter on it and then I sacrifice it, we would blow up the whole board. And yeah, so I guess we will try to attack. See what our opponent does. Okay, they do block. I didn't expect that. So I might just Volt Charge here the blocking Stalker and proliferate. Okay. We already accumulated 5 oil counters on permanents, but then on the other hand I do have to say our opponent is at 20 life. We first need to bring him down to 10. Okay. Inquiry is really good here, especially in the current position our opponent is in. Attacks with a 3-1. Okay. Augury. I could Augury now. Look at the top 3. Yeah, we might find something interesting. I know that Mesmerizing Dose costs double blue, so I will tap it like that. Synthesizer, Skull Bomb. Skull Bomb could actually help here. Also because I think... Yeah, I think Skullbomb is good here. Proliferate like that. Our Golem will buff up our Surgeon. We attack for another 3. Yeah, and we are getting closer and closer. We do have the last remaining oil counter pretty soon. We can do this several times. So we can attack for 5 in the air next turn. Maybe our opponent is about to kill the Surgeon. Rod Priest, okay. This is scary. But I think we have Lethal now. We take it. Yes. Put another oil counter on here. We pass the turn. Then we play a Skull Bomb. We remove a counter, give flying. Then we attack for 5. Wait. Yeah, I do have to find the answer now, or find to kill our opponent now. Bring him down to 5. Again, because of mesmerizing those. Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah, I forgot Skullbomb puts 2 oil counters on something. And there's mesmerizing those, as expected. We will ping 10 here. Let's go. What a win. Really cool. That was fun. Okay, we have Surgeon, Chimera, Thrill, Centurion, Volt Shard. We are on the draw. Yeah, I think this is a keep. Oh, no chorus, please. Oh wow, Skrelv. That is a good turn 1 play. Okay, that looks like counterspell mana. But I'll still try to play the Surgeon here. If our opponent invests his counterspell into this one, I would have been fine with it. Next turn we have Volt Charge enabled. Skrelv was just so good. Our opponent does attack. Yeah, I think we offered the trade here. Though if we can get out the Golem pretty soon. Yeah, I'll take this one for now. I'll probably try to play Centurion next turn. Yeah, let's give Centurion a try. If Centurion is on the ground, our opponent cannot attack with Skrelv anymore. Okay, there's Reject. We are corrupted now. Do I want to attack for... I mean, we are corrupted now anyways, and our opponent won't be winning with combat damage, so... that is okay. Next turn we can bring out Chimera. Maybe our opponent will tap out. Okay, Curiosity is really good here. Let's see if they found the land. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. The thing is, now we can resolve Chimera. Attack for 2. Let's see if our opponent has an answer for Chimera. Looks like it. Okay, planar disruption. It will still accumulate counters. Ooh, glider. Okay. Our opponent can have counterspell mana. But I have to try it now. Okay, that resolved smoothly. 2 counters on Chimera already. It's good. And next turn we can bring out Golem, or yeah, most likely we will bring out Glider. That will count as a non-creature spell, that will give Chimera a counter. Okay, that is okay. We could also resolve Golem, but Glider is currently for free. And Strider cannot block on the ground. Will be a lot of damage that we can get in for free. We can only activate it as a sorcery, always gotta keep that one in mind. Okay. We got them counters, we won't let them kill our Surgeon for free. We will get in for 6. Because it doesn't have reach, it has vigilance, okay. Yeah, our opponent first needs to find an answer for this one. And depending on which creature they play, we can then just deal 3 damage to it. Okay. Thomas, okay. Strider can attack for 5 now, okay. If they attack with Strider, we could consider jumping with Chimera. But we might have it next turn. Yeah, we do have it next turn. Just realized. Ah yeah, and we cannot block with Chimera because of planar disruption. Okay, there's the Sylex. So if we play Ickerplate Golem, our Surgeon will get a counter, and if we then Thrill of Possibility, we'll get another one, and then we have Lethal in the Air. Goodbye Sylex. Hello counters. I do have to say that ah yeah, it's an activated ability, totally forgot about that one. Okay. And now we still don't win, because I forgot about a few things. We will Mountain, another Surgeon. Still attack with the Surgeon here in the air. Yeah, okay, I messed that one up. I thought he would get another power, 1 power. We have 2 creatures to block with, so we might still be fine. Our opponent would need 2 removal spells. Draw 3 and proliferate, okay. Yeah, this looks like a good game. GG. Well, I take it. Wow, and the golem. Ooh, scamp. Also good. But we can get a surgeon down for free. Let's give it a try. Opponent looks like mono green so far. Oh, damn. Whoa, okay. We can scamp into Sylex. Give all counters to our creatures and next turn simply play Echo Plate Golem. I think that's the wisest play. Gotta keep in mind to put counters on the Sylex. We attack for free. We are pretty close to winning here already because of double wall charge. Okay. Our opponent is playing Golgari. So we might fear some removal here. Skitterling. That is okay. Get our first oil counter. We go into our turn. And here we simply deploy the golem because it will buff up our creatures and we can get the damage in. The great thing about golem in this deck here is that it attracts a lot of the aggression from our opponent because they say, okay, he has an anthem effect on a creature, but our real win con is the oil counter accumulating creatures. Our opponent will take 2 here. Okay, our opponent will take 3 apparently. And then we just pass the turn. Gotta keep in mind to get an oil count on the Sylex. Let's see, our opponent tries to win with Corrupted. That's interesting. Gotta keep in mind that our opponent might have the Offer Immortality to trade for one of our creatures, so we really have to be careful with our aggression here. Vraska's Fall. You might call me crazy, but I will sacrifice the golem here. Another oil counter. Go into our turn. So if we Volt Charge phase now, we will proliferate 3 creatures. And I think we can just pass the turn. What I could also do is simply take 1 counter of the Surgeon, give it flying, attack, have the Scamp ability ready. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Then we can always interact with our opponent. Always have to keep in mind to set the stop to the end step of our opponent. If they have more Vraska's Falls, we are in trouble. Hive Master. That is okay. Skitterling attacks. That is interesting. I'll take it. Okay, so what I can do here is I can Volt Charge the Hive Master, attack next turn for free with my creatures. I could also Volt Charge phase, but then I cannot attack directly. I think it's the safer attempt to try to kill the Hive Master here. He might have Titanic Growth or something. Okay, there everything resolves pretty smooth. I will put the oil counter on the Sylex right now. Just to make sure we get it. Okay, alright. And that is legal. Let's kill our opponent with the Sylex, I'd say. Let's first burn face, proliferate. Attack. And then we remove 10 to deal the damage. Target is our opponent. Really gotta be careful with where I click here. And say GG. Okay, we are on the draw. We have Skullbomb, Thrill, quite a bit of interaction, and also the Glider. I think this hand is okay. Forest into Cultivator. This is scary. There's a Watcher that can put out some aggression. Still would love to find a land here. Interesting. Cultivator in Celestia. Scrap Gorger. Okay. Golem. This is actually a real problem here. I need to find land, so I think I will just sit back and Thrill of Possibility in the end of my opponent's turn. Might look like we have something, but we don't. Maybe our opponent falls for the bait. Rebel Salvo. Okay, our opponent has 3 colors so far. Brutalizer. Oof, okay. Yeah, Rebel Salvo is a great answer here. Opponent cannot proliferate here, that's good. Cultivator attacks. We will Thrill. The question is, what will help us here? How can we win this match? I think that Watcher... I mean, flying creatures will probably be it. And I don't think that the Ickerplate Golem will help here. Volcharge is great interaction also for the Scrap Gorger. Rebel Salvo will take care of the Brutalizer. Dragonwind Glider is currently our only hope. I think that the Golem needs to go. No lands. Okay, there's the land, at least. Okay. Due to Rebel Salvo, losing the creature indestructible helps a lot. Our opponent might have a pump spell, but I am willing to take the risk here of simply passing the turn and seeing what our opponent does. Our opponent is down to 3 cards in hand, so we might be winning here. Though it has Toxic Free, our opponent would immediately turn on Corrupted. I think that Rebel Salvo now is the right thing to do. Maybe I should have waited, but you never know. Attacks with the Cultivator. Long legs, that is okay. Okay. This looks like we play Scamp into Engraver. Simply because Engraver can block all of our opponent's creatures and we urgently need to find lands to simply get our glider going. We have Volcharge for interaction and now we can also start accumulating the oil counters. Okay, our opponent exiles our Rebel Salvo most likely. Okay. Gets the first oil counter. If our opponent spends time and resources with the Scrap Gorger to do exactly that, I'm totally fine with it. Simply because we can kill the Scrap Gorger anytime. Okay, our opponent passes the turn. Oh, Synthesizer. Do I want to dig with the Engraver now? I think I can also set up a board. Synthesizer can become really scary for our opponent. And then we can still draw with the Skull Bomb, though I would prefer to have simply activate it. But we are so far behind in lands, I don't think that I do have the time. So I will sacrifice the Skull Bomb now. Sylex. Yeah, I will still play Synthesizer now, because it can also start accumulating counters. So next turn... Okay, our opponent Raskas Fall. Well, we do have the Sylex, but I would like to keep my Engraver here. We have a lot of Proliferate in hand, so yeah, I think Scamp can go. I could do it... I think I will do it now. Maybe I will find the land, and I think Watcher can go now. We're at the point where Watcher will probably not do anything anymore. Okay, there's our third wall charge. Our opponent is in a hurry. Okay, our opponent still needs... As long as it has 3 or more, okay. Okay, Brutalizer. Our opponent proliferates now, okay. Scrap Gorger comes in. Yeah, we take the 3 for now. We are at a healthy 18. When we go into our turn, there's a land. That at least helps. And then we will Volt Shard, Scrap Gorger right away. And then we get those counters. Then we can pass the turn. Brutalizer will hit really hard, and I'm not a fan of it, but currently I cannot do anything about it. Okay. Our opponent probably drew the land. Let's pass the turn. And here, yeah, I will take my draw. Okay. High risk, high reward. We can play Sylex. Get our next counter on the Synthesizer. And then... yeah, we will most likely pass the turn. Gotta keep in mind to put oil counters on my Sylex now again. And then we pass. +2, +0. And can't be blocked, okay. I think I am fine at first throwing my Engraver under the bus here. Then we... yeah, it can happen. We jump. Let's see if our opponent still casts any other big creature. Okay, the forest first. Head Cleaver, perfect. Take out the Brutalizer. Ooh, I need to... I forgot it. I misplayed. I was trying to still get into full control. I should have put an oil counter to Sylex first. I gave away a counter there. Too bad. Head Cleaver is a menace creature, okay. I will put the oil counter on it now. Yeah, that was really bad. And then we go into our turn. There's an island, okay. What I can do is I can play a glider. I can attack for, yeah, more than 7 or exactly 7. Glider is for sure. Or glider is for sure, yeah. Head Cleaver will probably get through. Then we take another Toxic. I think we wait, because Head Cleaver cannot kill any of our creatures. We can accumulate more oil counters now, and we do have Volt Charge ready as future interaction. We do have a 4/4. Yeah, I think waiting now is a little bit better. Let's see what our opponent drew. Okay, that is something. Okay, Surgeon. Surgeon can accumulate oil counters, and then we can, with those oil counters, maybe work our way towards killing the Apostle with our Sylex. I mean, we are already at 8 counters. If I shoot anything down from our opponent, we can already do it and kill the Apostle here. Apostle and Brutalizer might be some of their best creatures. So I will wait for now. Can we do it as I think we can? Remove and sacrifice it, it deals 10 damage, okay. Yeah, let's give it a try. If we target the long legs, our opponent will just sacrifice it in response, which would also be fine, but I do want to get the proliferate because we urgently need it. So I guess I will go for the cultivator here. Then we take this one out. That resolved pretty smooth. Let's remove counters. Apostle. Can we... Wait a second. We will first take 3 here. Take 2 here. And then we take the remaining 5 from here. So it is still 3/3 unblockable. If our opponent has offer, that would be devastating. Okay, our opponent doesn't have it. Our opponent has a 3/1 Toxic, okay. Mesmerizing Dose. That can take care of the Head Cleaver, simply because of the menace. We will attack first for 4. At some point we have to bring out the pressure. And then we do enchant Head Cleaver. That will make our synthesizer 3/3 again. Then we proliferate our oil counters. Pass the turn. Surgeon will trade for Stalker if they attack. As it is unblockable, I'm fine attacking now. Okay. Okay. Pass turn. Head Cleaver, another one. Oh my god, okay. Come on, give me something. Another Surgeon, okay. We will attack with Glider. Play out Surgeon. Have 2 creatures to block. Opponent drew a land. If our opponent... Yes. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. Okay. Oh my god, this is a draw. Do I want to attack first? No, I want to do it main phase. Wow. Well, at least we got all of them out of our hand now. If they have the Atrocity, we would go down or go up to 9. So I'm fine taking the risk here. Let's see. Does our opponent want to sit it out? We will see. If he does, I might... Okay, place a land. So I don't see them winning right now. We have an unblockable and a flying creature that are both lethal to them. Yep. If our opponent wants to just run the timers down, I might cut it here. Okay, our opponent plays Basilisk, and that is the win. GG. Back into gold. Okay, we are matched against diamond ranking. We have only blue and only red. Oh wow. I have to take a mulligan here. As bad as it sounds. This looks better. I wonder which creature I want to get rid of. I think keeping Engraver might be better than keeping Surgeon. So then the question is, why do I need a Skull Bomb? Turn 2, turn 3. Yeah, I might cut the Surgeon here. Okay, expands. Yeah, and this is the scenario why I wanted to keep the Engraver, simply because I'm not finding lands. I will probably need to start ditching cards. Though I can simply sacrifice a Skull Bomb, put more oil counters on the Engraver. Maybe that'll help. Duelist, we can block. Scamp. If we find a mountain, we can play the Scamp. Let's hope. Okay. Blister Zoa. Yeah, we need to wait. Okay, Raptor. Oh my god. Yeah, we need to find a land here. Really urgently. And then we... I think we ditched the Scamp here, simply because it is too late. Okay, there's a Salvo. There's a Strider. Oh my god. Our opponent will... If we tap it now to trying to find a land... Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. We need to wait again. Okay. But that also means that our opponent doesn't have any Offer of Immortality or Pump Spell for the Duelist. Attendant, okay. Most likely I will get rid of the Blister Zoa here. Okay, there's an island. There's another island. Okay. Waiting again. And our Rebel Salvo will most likely have to take out the Attendant here. We will get corrupted. If our opponent doesn't have the Offer of Immortality, which we just kind of like confirmed, I think I'm fine passing the turn here. If they go for an auto attack, we can maybe take something why we go for it. Place the same land. Attacks with Raptor and Attendant, okay. Before blocks we will... Okay, Duelist and... Okay, let's try to... Rebel Salvo Attendant first. Okay, we take this one out. Then we take out the Might. Really have to keep their board small. Let's see. Oof, okay. Necro Titan. Strider might help with that at some point. I will pass the turn. Play Chimera. So they can currently only attack with the Necro Titan. For everything else we trade. Okay, they have the Anoint. Then it pretty much seems like GG. I think we can get rid of one wall charge, simply trying to find any answers. Okay, we go down to 3. Champion. Yeah, they win. No attacks. We will have to double block Necro Titan, but they will still get in for enough damage. Yeah, not finding lands was devastating. Good game. Good game. On to the next one. We have Bay, Island, Surgeon, Augury, Volt Charge, Glider. Yeah, I'll keep it. Augury can find the mountain that we need. We can get the Bay out of the way pretty early. We just found the Sylex. Opponent Gruul aggro probably. Scary. That's a synthesizer. What would I prefer to trade? I think... Yeah, let's bring out Surgeon. Maybe it's wise to have a free blocker. Not interested in a trade here. The opponent follows up with Miglos. 1 oil counter. It gains Vigilance and Menace. 2 oil counters. It gets +2/+2 until end of turn. 3. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay. Which basically means... This is going to be a tough one. We will play Surgeon, and in addition to that we haven't even found the mountain that we need. Yeah, pass like this. Miglos is great for a draft. Let's offer the trade here. Okay. Our opponent didn't pump Miglos. Predation Steward. And a Longlegs, okay. That's the other island. We will Augury first. Trying to find the mountain in the long run. There's the mountain. Though Rebel Salvo. Now, simply giving it +2/+2 by removing 2 counters is... But our opponent also needs the mana for it. Yeah, so I will take Rebel Salvo into my hand. The only problem is that I don't have the mountain to cast it right now. Let's get the Sylex out of the way. And see what happens. Okay, I think this is GG. Miklos is free. Okay, there's Mountain. Currently our opponent doesn't have the mana, but we are dead anyways. Yeah, GG. Miklos great. Scamp, okay. GG. I still would love to win one more match for the break-even point. Okay, we have Bay, Mountain, Island. A lot of 2-drops, no non-creature spells. I don't think it is a good hand, but Watcher can draw a card. We have a good mana base here. I think it's okay for the start. Volt Charge, it's good. Because of Volt Charge, I will start with Synthesizer first. Let's see if that resolves. It does, okay. Opponent goes for Prologue. Expands, that's good. That still keeps them on 2 this turn. Gets a Mountain, okay. Resolving a Golem might be great. The question is, do we, or are we able to do it? Let's attack first, let's see if our opponent has any interaction. Maybe Anoint or something. Okay, our opponent takes it. I think I want to... Yeah, I wanna try it. Let's go. High risk, high reward. We cannot pay for Bring the Ending anyways. Okay, Golem resolves. Might get removed now. Yep, Anoint. Okay, Anoint. Another Expanse, okay. Soon we can follow up with a Chimera. Okay, our opponent has 3 mana available. We don't find a land. So let's attack first, try to resolve Surgeon. As I would like to accumulate more oil counters on my permanent creatures. Let's see if they have a counter spell here. Let's see. Maybe Augury? That's good. That is really good. Our opponent is definitely in the lead here. Scourge. That is actually good, because we can interact with it right away and keep up the pressure. Or we could resolve Chimera safely. I think we want to resolve Chimera safely. Do we urgently need the Surgeon right now? I don't think so. Synthesizer can become unblockable anyways. So we will attack with the Surgeon. Let's see if they go for a trade. They don't, okay. That's okay. Let's resolve Chimera as long as we can. Our opponent probably wants to bring in an attack, or they want to remove Chimera. Okay, they do remove it. Scourge is online. Great creature. Hopefully we draw land. Okay, we don't. I think we have to Augury first, simply because for Augury currently we could pay the 2 with Bring the Ending, but Bring the Ending counters spells now anyway, so we will just Augury, try to find a Mountain. There's a Mountain, that's good. Then we play that Mountain. We could also Scamp and Watcher, go a bit more wider, and next turn we can start with Wall Charge. I do like that. But let's attack first. Sure, Scourge keeps healing them for 2, but we are making progress here. Watcher. Also, we could also simply resolve Glider next turn. But taking care of the Scourge is also important. Okay, now our opponent is stuck, apparently on the first look. We could throw Watcher under the bus, but if we take care of the Scourge with the Volt Charge, we are good to go anyways. Okay. That is something. We cannot kill Cthulhu. Okay, that's how they get the indestructible counter. We need the charge. And in addition to that, we need to make our boy here indestructible. We could also attack and offer a trade. Yeah, let's offer a trade here. I think that's reasonable. They cannot remove counters currently, and we cannot wait until we find... Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's kill the Scourge right now. Simply to get some free damage in. Okay. Then we play the land, and then we gotta keep in mind to crack the bay. Let's see if our opponent can kill us with Proliferate here. Okay, they found a land. Volt Charge. They will proliferate twice, so we will go up to 5 poison. Okay. Let's crack the bay, see what we draw. Maybe deal another 1 with the Scamp. Okay, there's a mountain. Yeah, let's deal the 1. Skull Bomb. Skull Bomb helps the most right now. So let's play it. Accumulate oil counters. Do we want to attack with Watcher? I think we want to, because if our opponent simply jump blocks, we draw a card. And if they don't, we... I mean, I take it. Go for it. Yeah, they know. They know. Target artifact or creature you control. We could also try to resolve Glider here. That might give us an opening. Let's... Yeah, let's try to resolve Glider. Yeah. Okay. And then we, for now, pass the turn. Yeah. Serum Snare, okay. Well, that gets rid of the token and they proliferate twice again. Yeah, we might be dead here. Mm-hmm. Vraska's Fall. Inquiry. Ooh. Well, that's no proliferate, so 1 poison counter. Augury. If we draw Sylex, we can win. Strider. Okay. Skull Bomb first. Blister Zoa. Let's attack with Watcher. I'll take it. Makes sense. That's it. Okay, but now we have to die. They have 5 cards in hand. They need to be able to proliferate here. Too bad. We had so many great games in the start, and what's really sad is that we don't make it to the return on invest point of 5 wins. But it was a lot of fun. That was really dope. Also a good deck by our opponent. Okay, 4 wins, 3 losses. Let's get into the recap here. I do have to say this was probably one of the most fun drafts I've ever played. From my experience is simply that Izzet is never an easy combination to draft, simply because it has so much, it requires a lot of synergy in my opinion. But I managed to pull it off really good in my opinion, and cards like Scamp or for example Surgeon and the Synthesizer, all of the cards that say whenever you cast a non-creature spell or something like that, these are really powerful cards that shouldn't be underestimated, because if you build around them correctly, you can get a lot of synergy out of it. Sylex was just super fun and very janky, I do have to say that, but really cool. Golem, definitely a powerful card in my opinion. We had a lot of interaction with Volcharge, Rebel Salver. I would have loved to see Serum Core Chimera a little bit more in action, but in one game it got shut down by Planar Disruption, and in the other one it got removed immediately. I'm super happy about the fact that the 2 wins we got was with really pinging our opponent for 10 damage with the Sylex. That was super fun. And overall, I think the deck was really good. Axiom Engraver, again, in all counter decks, I think this card does a lot. 1/3 simply blocks a lot of the creatures out there. For example, the Duelist, very powerful. And simply being able, of course, discarding first and then drawing a card, I've said it already several times, is not always that easy. But overall, I think, especially shout out to Synthesizer, to Surgeon, because these cards accumulated oil counters really quickly. You can use them with the activated abilities. This is also something that maybe it doesn't look that attractive on the first look, the activated ability. For example, here from the Surgeon, you're like, okay, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it might sound like, well, the first line is really, really good because it is a constant effect, it's a static effect. But the activated ability, you're always asking, yeah, do I really want to play a card just because it can give another target creature flying or a target creature flying? But if you really dive a little bit deeper into this creature, and if you have a synergy, for example, with the Sylex and oil counter synergy in general, it's really cool. Volcharge did a great job in this deck because 3 damage to any target and simply proliferating those oil counters was really dope. And what I was just a little bit proud of was in one of my earlier wins, I always kept in mind, okay, how does my mana curve look like? I have the double blue in Mesmerizing Dose, I have the double red in the Dragonwing Glider, and another double blue in the Blister Zoa, and I once auto-tapped right simply to draw. I drew into the Mesmerizing Dose, and if I would have used the auto-tapper, it wouldn't have worked. And yeah, so overall I am really happy with this draft turned out. It's a little bit sad that on the last 3 games we only had losses. We had really good opponents with really strong decks. I would have loved to come to the break-even point here. And 5 is always my benchmark, simply because the draft costs 1,500 gems. And yeah, if you win 1,600, you're making a profit there. But with the rare cards and all of that stuff, we should be good to go. When it comes to rare cards, we got the Sylex, we got a Dragonwing Glider, and aside from that, we also got a Red Sun's Twilight. Not the best rares in my opinion overall, but yeah, the draft was a lot of fun. So let's get into the boosters that we get out of this one and crack a few. Okay, Reject Imperfection. Here we got the Safe House. Not the best one. Then we have the Conduit of Worlds. That's actually pretty cool. And last but not least, we get Oviko. Okay, not the best rares, but the draft was really a lot of fun. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this one, if you would have built the deck a little bit different, and then I would say see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys.